Business Home Shopping Network, where we make it easy to practice group economics. Jefferson, your host. Yeah. Celebrating business, the community we live in. All my people are so gifted. We come together, get uplifted. Shop from the home, get a wish list. We deliver, you won't miss it. We got the power and it's shifted. Jefferson, your host, and I'm with it. Black Network builds black net worth. The Black Business Home Shopping is the network. I hope you're watching. I hope everybody tune in. I hope you're shopping all the products. I so dear friend, listen. Melanation on a mission, promoting all the sisters and the brothers with ambition. And you can buy the product from wherever you are sitting, from the Black Business Home Shopping Network.
Oh yeah, that's going on, my beautiful people. Hopefully you are ready to rock and roll this afternoon. Hopefully I ain't frozen. Okay, we're good to go. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in here tonight. The Black Woman Wednesday on the Black Business Home Shopping Network, man. It's time for us to get to know a CEO. So hopefully you're here ready to rock and roll. Hopefully you hit that share button, hit that like button. Matter of fact, it's not a me show, it's a we show. So if you just happen to be here tonight, and you just happen to have something you got going on, maybe you got a business, maybe you got a nonprofit, something like that, you want to let the world know what it is that you do, go ahead and do that in the comments below. Let us know what you do, where you from, rep your city, and go ahead and put that in the comments below. Why we want to do that? Because as you are liking and as you are sharing, you also sharing what you do. And then as this thing goes across the internet, it goes across this thing called Facebook Live, it goes across the globe, people going to be looking at the comments. They be like, man, wow, they might just find you. You might just get that call, and you be wondering where it came from. Well, you can thank the Black Business Home Shopping Network. Now, I want to make you aware of a couple things before we get on with our show today. Of course, it is Black Woman Wednesday tonight, where we're honoring the Black women in our community that are doing something to make a difference, right? Doing something to make a difference. And Black Women want to let you know tonight that we absolutely do love you, adore you, appreciate you, and keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on being phenomenal. That's all I got to say. Just keep on being phenomenal. Now, we do have something coming up tomorrow as well. We got to make you aware of, in case you guys don't know, we do have the premiere. That's right. Everybody put it also the premiere, hashtag the premiere of the Black Virtual Marketplace tomorrow. That's where we'll be giving people an opportunity to be a part of the show. We're going to have an entertainment. We're going to have some spoken word tomorrow. We're going to have a featured vendor. We got three sponsors, three business sponsors, all black, everything. And we're just making it easy for you to practice group economics, making you and I aware of the things that we got out there, our talent, and also our goods, and that we can support one another and practice what everybody else preaches, which is circulate that dollar right back within your very own community, practicing that thing called group economics, but also group love. That's right. Also group love. Miguel Thorne's in the building. Thanks so much for joining, brother. From Flawless Fitness, LLC. He put the whole thing in it. Let's go. Specializing in calisthenics, cycling, resistance training, brother, meal prep, meal plan, weekly sessions. He said, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to let people know what I do. He's out of New Orleans, Louisiana, brother. Thanks so much for joining in with us today. Miss Latine's in the building. 17-year-old daughter owns a vegan. Vegan. I heard that word, vegan. Owns a vegan and organic beauty product. A vegan and organic beauty product. Oh, I can't eat it. Oh, dang. I can put it on my skin, though. Okay. She makes everything herself. 17-year-old, we got to get that teenpreneur on this show. It's at www.pewterrich Now, what does Pewter Rich e-beauty? Pewter Rich e-beauty? I don't know what I'm saying there, but y'all see it on the screen there. Maybe it stands for something specific. I don't know. What you putting there, Miguel? Oh, you're out of Chicago. That's my family from Chicago. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button in the comments below. Let us know what it is that you do, right? So that we can put that thing up on the screen. We can give you some of that good old free advertising that we're doing and let people know what's going on with you, all right? That's what we want you to do. I want to say hello to everybody that's in the BBE, the New Black Wall Street, Black CEO, or wherever else you may be joining us from. If you want to interact with us here tonight, just want to come on over, hit that, just click on that screen. That's right, just click on that screen, come on into the broadcast, and we got that going for it. Looks like Miguel got something else going. They got a bookstore, Success, how to obtain it, how to enjoy it, and how to keep it. That's what I'm talking about, Miguel. How to What? Hold on. What I'm listening? I'm missing something here. This thing ain't popping up. It ain't working. Let's try this. Okay, let's try it. Now I got stuff. Okay, the bookstore from thebookpatch.com, success, how to obtain it, how to enjoy it, how to keep, man. Go and get that book, man. What's the price tag on that book, man? It's gonna people need to get this thing called Success, okay? People need to get this thing called Success. Don't be shy, people. Let people know that you're joining from. Let us know what you do. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that share button, man. This is Black Woman Wednesday. And I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of women out there that need to be empowered tonight. You know, we got a Black empowerment movement going on. Man, we had the Black CEO yesterday that went live with her public company. We got another Black CEO here tonight, from the nonprofit side and the for-profit side. She's going to be able to speak to you guys about everything, okay? Look at it, Miss Bethany Rockers in the building. SB Essential Oils in the building. I'm your health and wellness expert. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got a success coach. We got a fitness coach. We got some vegan products to put on our body, and we got a health and wellness expert, man. We got it all for your health tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Mootry, PDEV Co. Permitting and Development Consultant, Commercial Retail Management. Oh, Permitting and Development Consultant, Commercial Retail Management out of California. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That is what I'm talking about. Representing from the CA. Let's get it. Hey, Black Woman Wednesday, man. I want to make sure I'm not going to take up too much of your time, guys, because this woman is a power pack. She got so much to share with you guys. This woman is just, you know, when I talk about phenomenal, that's the only word I can really use. Phenomenal times 2, phenomenal times 15. And she's going to be able to blow your socks off tonight, let you know what she's got going on as we get a chance to get to know a Black CEO. Everybody put in the comments hashtag Black CEO. You get to know a Black CEO tonight. Let me go ahead and bring into the fold, man, none other than the queen herself, Miss Lisa Santiago McNeil. How are you doing today, ma'am?
Good, Evan. Thank you so much for having me on. How y'all doing? We got some awesome people, and I want to talk to that 17-year-old entrepreneur as well for my show. So we definitely want to connect.
Definitely want to connect, man, and that's what's going on. Well, Miss Lisa Santiago McNeil, this is not your first rodeo being with here on this show, but it's some people that may not know who you are, all the things that you do. We want to get a chance to get to know a Black CEO. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, what you got going on.
So I am Lisa Santiago McNeil, and I am the coach's coach. So you know how there are so many awesome and amazing coaches that have fantastic things that they do, that they teach, that they feel like they want to equip the world with. They often want to change the world and help the community. But what they find is that they are giving away their stuff because they love what they do and they are not making the money that they deserve. And oftentimes they're working themselves right out of business. And so what I do is I help them to restructure their heart-centered businesses so that they can earn the money that they deserve to make and still help the communities that they've been destined to serve.
Now, I found some key words in what you just said, heart-centered. It sounds like you're specifically you said a heart-centered. So these are people that have found what they love to do, but they haven't found a way to sustain themselves.
Yes.
Hey, in the comments below, how many of you guys have found what you love to do? In the comments, if that's you, it may not be you. If it is you, put in the comments, I love what I do. I just want to know, have you found what you love to do? Because that's important. Because I think you need to be in a position where you love what you do. Because that's where you're going to give it your all. You're going to give it everything you got because you love what you do. But then, of course, we want to make sure that you're able to sustain yourself, not just survive, but to thrive out of that love compartment that you have for giving back to the community, giving back to this world, bringing value to the marketplace. I love what I do. Now, Ms. Santiago, I'm pretty sure that you absolutely love what you do. And I know a little bit about you that more people don't know. And I really want to tackle or tap into this because you got a lot going on over there in Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina, great up.
And you got this thing called the Empowerment Center. You got the Empowerment Duo. You got the Empowerment Publishing something. You got some nonprofit, for-profit. Man, just kind of give us the rundown, the list of these accomplishments that are still ongoing and making a difference in your community.
Absolutely. Well, opportunity number one, or the most important thing, was giving back to the community for us, for myself and my husband, being able to lead ministries that helped people that were in need. So the Empowerment Center is our nonprofit ministry that was created for that. But what we realized, that like so many ministries, we were creating a cycle of enablement versus empowerment. That means people who depend on you to get from point A to point B. And we believe that empowerment is economic independence, which we promote through entrepreneurship, so that we can help people to build the businesses that they deserve to have to sustain them in life the way that God intended it. We believe that books have really been integral in that, because people's life experiences then documented in books, and using those books to create a business surrounding what it is that they have learned has been the easiest way from point A to point B for us. Through that, we created the coaching systems that would allow them, people who were new authors, to learn how to structure those businesses, to create speaking platforms, to create coaching programs, to be able to then market themselves as the whole enchilada. They became speakers, they became authors. We have the Empowerment Toastmasters, Speakerpreneurs Toastmasters, where we're educating our authors on the art of public speaking. We created the Author Showcase, which is a leg of empowerment publishing and multimedia that provides the additional marketing side for our authors and coaches. And we are just completely providing the whole turnkey solution, so that once we help you to get your book written, then show you how to get it published, then it doesn't just sit on a shelf. It becomes the vehicle, the transportation that moves you from where you are into the position of wealth that you deserve.
Man, absolutely, man. Now, this empowerment thing, this empowerment showcase, I mean, I don't want to spill the beans, but that's going to be going virtual pretty soon. So.
It is, and it's going virtual in partnership. You can spill the beans, because we've been in partnership, brother, since we were placed together. The Empowerment Author Showcase has been currently in Charlotte, North Carolina. We started it 6 months ago. We went regional, meaning we took it to a couple of other cities locally here, where we provide a platform for independent authors who have stories of overcoming, self-help, personal development, and children's books. So it's a genre for us. It's a niche for us. And we give them the opportunity to present to our audiences. Our audiences grew to over 100 in the physical location. And now we're picked up on some international networks where we are reaching over 166 countries and all 50 states. And we are doing that to improve the opportunities for our authors to be able to get speaking engagements, to be able to sell their books in other areas, to get coaching opportunities with clients that are not physically coming here. So now that we're partnering with ERGJ, and the Empowerment Author Showcase will be a virtual platform as well. That's right, Bethany. You will be one of the next authors in the Author Showcase. We will be allowing our authors to come on, once again, speaking to our audiences, sharing the backstory to their books, and then moving them forward through the funnel so that they can take their businesses to the next level.
Man, now you again, you've given us all this meat and all this good stuff, but I don't know if y'all caught that, right? I don't know if y'all really heard that. She said that she started, and it started as a thing that was local, and it went from local to regional, and it went from regional to international. That's what I heard. I mean, you just started
exactly right.
6 months ago. You started locally, you got some success. You went regionally, you got 100 people in the local area. Then you said now you international. Everybody putting calls on international. So that sounds like some progress.
6 months international. Praise God.
6 months international and across all 50 states. And so being able to give this opportunity for you and I to be able to be on a showcase that our stuff could then be broadcast internationally as well, that's the thing called global. That's the thing called global. So when we talk to you guys about going from local to global, this is the kind of stuff that we're talking about, right? Giving you you and I the opportunity to give anybody in the world an opportunity to support you in your mission, and then them get the value, which is what you put into them. International, global.
That's it.
Use this power of the internet to do so. use the power of these dishes and all this stuff, satellites and all that good stuff.
That's right.
Broadcast you and I, the little independent artists, little people that people don't know about. The next thing you know all over the world.
Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
So you get a chance to get to know just a wonderful spirit, another black woman, black CEO that's doing her thing in Charlotte, North Carolina. But not see, Charlotte is just the headquarters.
That's
right. The world is her oyster. And Charlotte happens to be the headquarters. Now, Miss Lisa, we're gonna talk about this thing, and I'm so excited to talk. I'm trying to figure out what this is, and we got this title called the cash system coming up. Right?
I knew you'd want to go there first.
Something about because I just happen to be a financial educator, and somebody want to talk about some cash, they just get my blood vessel boiling, man. What is this thing called a cash system that you want to present to us tonight? I'll give you the floor to do that.
Absolutely. So the cash system is about learning how to print money. The cash system is about understanding how to take yourself out of the situation where you're effective, but you're not profitable. So we want you to be both effective and profitable. So this came to me, and I don't know, I don't know how else to explain it other than out of necessity. You see, I was helping so many people, and even people that couldn't afford my coaching, even people that couldn't afford my support, because I knew that God had given me a particular thing that I needed to share with the world. And I thought I was being benevolent with it, but I was actually being irresponsible. Because when you give away your corn and you don't plant your corn, then there's going to be no crops in the future. Does that make sense?
You might want to say that again because it's getting juicy.
Yeah. So when you think you're being benevolent and you're helping this one and you're helping that one and nobody's paying you and you think that, oh, I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart, what you are doing is creating, first of all, you're creating a codependent relationship. That's the first wrong problem. The second thing that you're creating is it's not sustainable. Because if they're not paying for you and they're using up all of your time so that the people who can pay for you are not paying for you, then there won't be any of you left to give at the end of the day. You're not going to have anywhere to live because as much as the world appreciates all that you're doing, you cannot pay a light bill with benevolence. So what happens is we find ourselves eating the corn and sharing the corn, but not planting the corn and not reaping the corn. So we're not giving God anything to allow us to sow from. So the first thing we got to do is change that mindset and understand that just because you have a gift and just because you have been blessed with some knowledge, some wisdom, some information, it doesn't mean that everybody deserves to have it on the same level and at the same degree of access. So as I was exhausted and on the end of my bed and trying to figure out how I'm going to pay the next freaking bill, God did with me the same thing that he did with many other people who found themselves in a situation where it was life or death. And most of us don't want to think about it this way. But when the widow woman was unto death and the prophet came by her house, he didn't say, let me give you some stuff. He said, what do you have? Because what he was going to do was teach her how to make money with what she had. Teach her how to make sustenance with what she had. She said, I have but a little oil. Go and borrow all ye the vessels and come back here and we're going to figure out how to make a business out of this. And that thing turned into a business that sustained her, paid off her debts and her son's debts. And what the cash system is a system that will help to sustain you and allow you to leave a legacy unto your children's children. Does anybody want to know what it is yet?
Oh, absolutely, man. So pause right there for a second. Just pause right there for a second. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you hit that share button, hit that like button. Hopefully you also have in the comments below, let us know what it is that you do, because there's some people that's connected to you that need to hear this right now. They may be at their wits' end. They may have been given all that they can give, but not getting much in return as far as keeping them in a sustainable position. And what she's just talking about right now, I just did for someone, I believe, this morning or last night, one of those two. right? Had to ask her what did she have, and let's make something out of what you got. In other words, start from where you are. Recognize the value that you already have in your possession, and let's go find out. We're gonna find the men that say it's a good old saying that one man's junk is another man's treasure. And too many of you guys don't understand the value of what you got already that you can then use to get some treasure from other people. It's called exchange. Money is exchange of value for value. What value can you bring to the marketplace? What value can you bring to your neighborhood? What value can you bring to your community that they will gladly exchange their values of wealth for what you got that's of value to them? And so
money is the key to end all your woes, your ups, your downs, your highs, and your lows. We got to get that. We got to get that. We think we're doing everybody a favor by just giving them stuff. You did that. You did that with me. You actually did that with me. We were in a situation a few months ago. I don't, that we needed somebody to say, hey, stop having a pity party. Look at what you got. You got so much. And I understand that sometimes, because I'm first partaker, you're in the middle of a situation and you don't realize how much you really have. You need someone, you need the prophet to come by. You were the prophet in our case. You need the coach to come by to tell you that, look, you have something. You have something of value, and let's sell it. Let's figure out how to package it and exchange value for value.
Absolutely, man. So I think the people are ready to hear about the CA, not the cream system, but the cash system.
Cash.
About this cash system.
So it really is just plain and simple an opportunity to bring in a funnel of resources, expending the least amount of energy and effort at the low end exchange of values, and allowing you to express the most amount of energy and effort, meaning one-on-one time, at the highest end of your funnel. So imagine an upside down triangle, okay? At the top of the triangle, we're going to put the letter C for cash. The letter C stands for complementary. This is the stuff that you do that continues to keep you relevant in the eyes of your audience. It is the stuff that people don't necessarily pay for. It is the things that you do on a group level or on a group basis, so you're getting the most bang out of your buck. Like this broadcast, right? So this broadcast would be the C in your cash system. It's complementary, it's accessible, it's providing value, but it is not creating a strain on you on a one-to-one basis, meaning you're going one to many, okay? C is for complementary. It's not for cash. That's right, Bethany. There you go. C is for complementary. So the C is
everybody put in the comments below complimentary. You learning something.
That's right. Complementary. That is the stuff that you do to create awareness. You provide value on a surface level, meaning enough to pique interest, enough to provide a nugget for somebody to be able to access that information. And should they want to find a little more out about it, they don't nag you to death with all of the asking of the questions for free in your inbox and spending 15, 20, 30 minutes a day, and they haven't given you any money. No, after the C, after the complimentary, you move them along in the funnel. So now they have already had some introduction to you. They know who you are. They're interested in what you have, but they don't know whether or not they're ready to buy your high dollar item, okay? That's when you move them to the A. A is the autopilot. And A can be a multiple concoction of different items. You could have an ebook in your A. You could have a regular book in your A. You could have a webinar in your A. A is for autopilot. This is things that people can gain a little bit more information from you, a little bit more access from you, a little bit more insight from you, but you are not personally involved. They're going to click on a link. They're going to push on a button. They're going to go get it. They're going to be able to digest it on their own. And if they decide that they want more, then we'll move them to the S. So can we make sure that we've got the C and the A ready so far?
Man, absolutely. Man. All right, so we got the C for complimentary. We got the A for autopilot. Now, I want to go along with you here because the C is the broadcast, right? The C is what ERGJ does just about every morning, right? The Money and Power show is the C. It's letting people get a complimentary service to talk about stocks, crypto, and Bitcoin, and they get that for free, right? I ain't got to talk to nobody too much. I can do what I want to do. I can just have fun with the people, and make them aware of this name, the ERGJ experience. Now, what's the A for me? What's the A for me? That's the book. That's the
right.
book. They click on the link, they get the book, they get the free class. All they got to do is get the book and get sent out to them. I ain't got to do nothing.
You ain't got to do nothing.
There you go. It's that autopilot sender. You want the book, click on the link, get the book, get the class, take off. And then when you buy the book, it pop up, give you a little checkout. Here's the class. I ain't done nothing. I set it all up on the system, man. I can't wait to hear what the S is. I can't wait to hear what the H is, because I got the C and the A down pat, baby.
Yes, you do. So now, first of all, understand that the C is free. The A is still hands off, but it is only going to range between less than $20 to less than $1,500. That's the range for the A. Now, you can have things in that autopilot system that go all the way up to about $500. When we move out of the $500, then we're going to move into the S. The S is self-study. Self-study. Say that with me. Self-study. Who's doing self-study?
They are.
They are. Are you involved in self-study?
No.
No, not at all. But the difference between self-study and autopilot is self-study is actually your whole program of information in a particular paradigm, in a particular piece of information. So everything that they need to know about Bitcoin in 20 steps or 15 modules or whatever the case is, they're actually buying your system. Now, that's not going to be cheap, but they already know you. This is not somebody walking in off the street buying your system. They have already gone through your funnel. They have met you. They have validated you. You have some level of credibility with them, right? And they have tried out your autopilot pieces. Maybe they bought your book. They bought a couple of your ebooks. They went to a few of your webinars. They've done a couple of those things. They might have spent $300 or $400 or $500 on some of your autopilot stuff, and now they're ready. They're like, look, this guy knows what I want. This guy knows what I need. I'm ready to go. Then you move them into your self-study program. Self-study is a whole package. It's an education module. Understand that I don't know who told us that we had to go to school to get an education when we have walking, talking people with wisdom that is not being taught in schools. And what you have learned, what life has taught you, people are willing to pay for. You just need to package it properly so that they can have it and go through it and digest it properly. That's the self-study programs. The self-study programs you sell from anywhere from $500 to $1,500, and you provide a certification at the end of the completion of those self-study programs. That's your S. Now, based on that alone,
hold on. Let's because that was a real big nugget that you put in there. You be flying. She said that what you have learned, life experiences, what life has taught you, somebody else is willing to pay you for. I think they need to sit with some of you right now. Mm-hmm. That what you have in you, what you have, people pay more for what you know than what you do. That's what Trevor said, right? And so there are things that you have a level of expertise somewhere that somebody somewhere else is willing to pay you for this knowledge, this experience, this wisdom. Wisdom is more precious than rubies or gold. So they understand that I'll be more than happy to exchange my rubies or gold for that wisdom that you got in that area that you're an expertise. That's very important. That there may be some people that's watching right now that really didn't catch that. That somebody, and I would say somebodies, are willing to pay you for what you know. Think about that for a second. I didn't say for what you do. I said for what you know. Don't you know that people pay just to talk to me? Just to talk. Just to have a conversation. Just to help refine their ideas and take their mind to another level so they can take their life to another level. All right. Whew. Good stuff.
So now, has this been valuable so far? We got some value so far? The C, the A, the S? Yes, no.
Oh, absolutely.
All right now. All right, Miguel.
Miguel's down there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep it coming. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, Christina. Thank you. So now the H is the coup de grace, right? Understand that you will always have more people or more activity going on your C, on your A, on your S. The problem is we often have more activity going on there, but we don't have any money going on there because we're always thinking feast or famine. We know that if we have come to the place where we know our stuff is valuable, then we start only putting out high-end stuff. Well, what happens there is we eliminate the people that, first of all, that don't know us and that are not willing to pay that much for what we know because they don't know if they can respect what we have to offer. But on the other hand, what happens is we keep ourselves out of the ability for people who don't have those funds to be able to interact with us and gain their way towards where they can. So we want to be sure to create automated systems in the CAS segment so that we can spend our time, energy, and effort with marketing those programs versus operating those programs. Those things need to take care of themselves. We need to use some of the money created from Autopilot to pay for ads and marketing to keep those funnels going so that they're bringing in revenue for us on those ends and duplicating it over and over and over again. That's how you go ahead and turn your hobby, your ministry into a business, and you can fire your job and you don't have to be firing your job and moving from a job where you have one boss and one paycheck into being self-employed where you have a whole bunch of bosses and almost no paycheck, which is what many people do when they enter into entrepreneurship. What they're doing is they're creating for themselves a job with 100 bosses and not enough money coming in. So what we're doing is we're showing you how to create that system so that that doesn't happen. Once that system is in place, now you have time. Understand, none of this happens overnight. But the fact that you know how to create it now gives you a goal to work for. Evan is already way ahead of the game with everybody, with so many people here, because he already has the complimentary programs in place. He already has some of the autopilot stuff in place. He's already got the information, the intellectual capital to build the systems and the self-study programs if they have not already been created. That's right. Actually, the email funnels, and I think that was Bethany, they actually need to be created in the autopilot and in the complimentary segments because they're going to be feeding your clients, dripping on them. You're going to be building campaigns that keep people engaged even though they haven't bought anything from you yet. So all of that is part of the nitty-gritty details of the cash system. What we're doing now is an overview. So let's get to the H because everybody wants the H. The H is hallelujah. No, it's not. The H is high end. That is the clients that can really afford you and are willing to pay you. That is the one-on-one clientele. That is the $3,000 to $5,000 90-day one-on-one coaching client. That is where you can have, if you just had 3 high-end clients, but you had a robust cash system, then you could sustain, because 3 high-end clients by itself at a minimum of $3,000 each for a 90-day period is $9,000. And that if you're even just making a minimum of $500 or $600 in your autopilot per month and a minimum of maybe 2 self-study programs that you're selling for $500 or $600 a piece, you could be making money. I mean, that's real money, don't you think? What you think about that system?
I mean, now you're talking about. I mean, I'm the math guy. That's $11,000-$12,000 a month.
That's right.
Times 12. That's almost $150,000 a year.
But how many people are you working with one-on-one?
Right, you're only working with 1 or
3.
2.
That's right. 3 at the max. I don't want them more than 3.
Yeah.
I don't want them more than 3. Now, there obviously is going to be some occasions where people are going to want to get to know whether or not they want to work with you one-on-one. Well, they still get to pay for that. I have trial coaching sessions because I don't take on a one-on-one client until I've identified whether or not I'm matched for them, whether or not I'm suited for what it is that they're looking to do, and whether or not our personalities match. But hey, I also charge for that. I charge for that introductory session. So it's time out for Evan taking every phone call and having every conversation and being taken away from the mastermind that God has given you. You have an amazing brain, an amazing mind that could be doing so many fantastic things if you had your cash system in place, freeing you up to generate the information that all of the rest of us need to get wealth. We need you free.
Oh, I see you talking to me. I'm listening. You got my attention, baby. I'm telling you. You got my attention. But boy, if some of these phone calls I be taking to, oh my goodness, now you know you ain't supposed to be calling me. I'm gonna give you 15 minutes.
That's it. And that's it. That's all you get for free. That's all you get for free. 10, 15 minutes. And after that, it's, my husband likes to say coin operated. And if it's not coin operated, you get to choose when you want to be benevolent. You get to choose when you want to give away a scholarship, for instance, when you want to give away a free coaching session, when you want to do something like that. So it really is about that. That's right, Richard. Billable hours.
Billable hours.
I like it. I like it.
Man, everybody put in the comments over hashtag cash. And so we got that funnel, man, an upside down triangle, this drip system that you put together from complementary to autopilot to self-study to high end, guys. And I think it's very important that we recognize these different levels that our customers, clients are in, right? I mean, again, if they're complimentary, man, why are you trying to give them that high-end service? You're going to always be giving them the great service, right? But giving them that high-end time, not necessarily high-end service, right? So it's understanding where they are in this process of your system that you have them at, that they have elevated themselves to, right? To make sure that you are giving major time to the major things, right? Giving major time to the major things. And you got a $4,000, $5,000 client, they're gonna command some major time. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
But if you're too busy, right, you're too tied up, you're trying to help everybody at the same level, well, you ain't giving enough attention.
Tell it.
That high end, that $5,000 client, and then guess what happens? You lose that $5,000 client.
They become unsatisfied.
All right? Man, that cash. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, at least I didn't know you was gonna come over here and do all this. I mean, we was getting to know a black CEO. This is Black Woman Wednesday, and you always giving like this and doing this thing. Surprise! Look at this, the cash system. Oh my goodness, man, we've been waiting on this, man. What else you got for us today, Miss Lisa Santiago McNeil from Charlotte, North Carolina? Matter of fact, everybody put in console empowerment because this is who this woman is. I said phenomenal earlier. Yes, she is phenomenal, but the best word for her that goes with everything that she does is empowerment. And I want to know tonight, are you empowered? Were you empowered by the message? Were you empowered by the teaching? Were you empowered by the lesson? Did some light bulbs go off for you? Are you in a different place? You start thinking about the processes in your system. Are you empowered today? Hashtag empowered. This is what this woman does. She does nothing but empower everywhere she goes. What else we got going on, Miss Lisa Santiago McNeil? Tell the husband I said hello, by the way.
I will. He's not here right now. But let me say this. I don't ever want to get people all dressed up with no place to go. So I do want them to know that they can get the introductory program, the cash system introductory program, meaning it'll tell them exactly what they need to do, exactly what the different pieces are in it. I mean, I've given you a high level overview, and I know that some people will say, oh, I got it now. I know what I'm doing. And you think you know everything. And it is be just like you going into the doctor's office and they telling you that something is wrong with you, and you think that you can go on Google and figure out how to heal yourself. If you think so, then go ahead. But if you like to take a shortcut and actually get the cash system introductory program so that you can decide whether or not this is something that you really can do on your own with a little bit of direction, then I'm actually offering it tonight for only $47. The introductory to the cash system that gives you the high level overview, all the pieces and parts that goes with it. And then you can break it down yourself. Some of you guys already have, and I know you're very smart. You're welcome to do it. But if you'd really like a little bit more framework, then I would invest in the cash system.
So you mean to tell me if I'm, because I always, I'm hard of hearing. I don't know what's wrong with my ears. Maybe I'm getting old. It sounds like to me, I heard a number that said $47.
Yeah, you heard me.
I'm sorry. Did you miss the 147?
No, I didn't miss any ones. I had planned to put it out here for 297, 247, all of these other things. But you know what? I really want to make sure that people have the opportunity to taste test it. I want them to, this was a lot of complimentary information, but if you really want to go to the next level, you still have to find out first of all, if it's a good fit. Every business is not ready for the cash system. You might think you're ready, but you're not. If you don't know enough to package what you know already, then it's probably not for you. But if you find yourself in a position when you are repeating yourself over and over again, especially to the people who you really, really want to help, but you don't have enough money but they don't have enough money for your high-end services, then this is for you. And you can review the cash system introductory program and determine if it's really the system for you. This is a taste test. It's the way for you to try before you buy, before you invest a lot of money into something that may not be suitable for you. And they can get it because of you with an additional bonus. I got another bonus for that $47. Not just the 47 for the cash system, but there's another bonus.
Another bonus. Everybody putting console bonus. Okay, okay. You crazy. I told you crazy. Crazy. Okay. You're doing this for $47 to get interest. So we just went through a little bit of overview of what it is, but we're gonna be able to get a little bit more for $47, which is really nothing, right? To be able to really get this thing and say, man, this is how I can start working this out. Now, of course, what we're saying is that for those that also already have some systems in place, but you really need some structure around it, maybe just the introduction is going to really give you what you need. But there's some that don't have none of this set up. Y'all ain't at the ERGJ level, okay? Or some of y'all above that ERGJ level. And you need to start really putting this together because here's the deal. At the end of the day, right, as a Black CEO, we want you to be successful. And we understand that we don't just build businesses. I want you to get this. We don't just build businesses. We build business systems.
That's right.
You think about the cash flow quadrant. You got employee. You got business owner. Self-employed. You got business owner. What does the business owner have? They own systems.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're missing. The system.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that if I go on vacation, if I'm in the hospital, if I decide next 2 weeks I don't want to work, nothing stops. If you were out for the next 2 weeks, would you still be getting a check?
Come on now. We got to teach that.
You need a system.
Mm-hmm.
And she's providing you an introduction to that system for $47 a night. And she just said something about a bonus. Okay, I got
that. It's a bonus. It's a bonus. So the bonus is designed for people who have a business or have a business idea. They maybe even have a few customers, but they haven't built a business system. And this webinar is the 5 steps to take your coaching business to the next level. So first of all, let me say this. Many people that are listening to this broadcast don't realize that they should be coaches. They're trying to sell gadgets, widgets, and watches, and they need to be selling intellectual capital. I need people to get that. Because what you have up here, housed in here, can never be duplicated. Somebody can make your thing or whatever it is that you're selling, they can copy it and they can do all of those things and they can change it. But what you have learned, what your life experiences have taught you, were particularly and specifically designed for you. And now that information is yours to keep and yours to share. But it is also yours to use to build your business. And the 5 steps system to take your coaching business to the next level will teach you in a quick webinar, it's 45 minutes, how to do that with what you already have, how to take what you already have and create it into a system and build yourself into a business so that you're not shucking and jiving for $5 or $10. And that's a bonus. You get that for free. I'm not charging anything for that. That was a $47 value you're getting for free. So it's like a buy one, get one free.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a little lost here. I think you're crazy. You say that they're gonna be able to do an introduction for $47, and they're gonna get this bonus included in the $47 that they may choose to spend as a part of the $47 thing that you already discounted to $47.
Yeah.
All right. So now tell us this webinar again. That they're gonna get this 45-minute webinar that's gonna come with that as a bonus. Is this the publishing program? I got something wrong.
No. The webinar is to take your coaching business to the next level. This is to take your coaching business to the next level. It's to teach you the different pieces that are necessary for you to move from standing on the street corner asking for clients to actually having a viable system that will allow you to have credibility and reach with your intellectual capital.
And you know what? Now that I think about this, in the comments below, I like for you in the comments below for everybody that's watching, right? I like for you to put in the comments below what your intellectual capital is. What is it that you bring? What is it that you know? What is it that you specialize in? What is it that you can teach somebody else that you feel someone would be willing to pay you for? I think you've been discounting your intellectual capital for way too long.
Yeah, absolutely. Pamela shared with me that her intellectual capital is etiquette. It is manners. It is understanding how to be a lady and how to teach someone to be a lady. That's actual intellectual capital. There are schools that teach that. Why don't we have schools that teach that? Why doesn't she have a school that teaches that? That's intellectual capital. Bethany has information and insights. There was another client of yours that was on here. I'm trying to remember her name. I think it was Lily. She has intellectual capital in the area of real estate. She knows to be sure. She knows. See that Latoya has culinary. They know. You know what you know. And please let me tell you that it's not what you learned in school, and it doesn't have to have anything to do with what you've been certified in by someone else. It has to be something that is of value, and life could have taught it to you. The only thing that it has to be is valuable. And the system, the information in the 5-step system to take your coaching business to the next level will show you how to validate it so that others will respect it. Bethany, that's right. Health and wellness.
I'm glad you said that. Right. I'm glad you said that so kindly, because I went to school for computer science. I didn't got to go to school for finance.
Thank you.
I learned finance. I learned money on my own, and then I learned how valuable it was because I've seen so many other people broke. And I said, somebody got to teach this. Somebody got to step up to the plate, because I was seeing a whole bunch of Dave Ramsey, a whole bunch of Susie Orman, a whole bunch of Clark Howard, but I want to see nobody
that look like Evan Jefferson,
like me. Right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's the Black Mama Vodka in the building. Oh,
yes, go Miss Vanessa. We're so proud of you.
Man, we are so proud of you. How to go public and build a $15 million brand. Some of
my partners here in Charlotte are actually looking at partnering up to get in with Miss Vanessa.
Oh,
so we are proud of you.
Oh, we're so super proud. We're proud of everybody, but this is
That's right.
This is a special time, okay?
Absolutely.
Miguel said, man, his intellectual capital success principle.
That's right.
Right? Community activism. Right?
All right.
Now, here's the deal, guys. I said everybody, right? We got 20 some odd people here. Don't be shy about letting people know your intellectual. Here's the deal. I want you to understand. You don't know who that's here today, right now, that you might be able to collaborate with. #11. Right? You don't know who you might just be able to collaborate with. Now y'all have formed another empowerment duo that's going out there and changing the world. You got to be bold. in what you do. Let the whole world know this is who I am and this is what I do.
That's it.
Bethany said community policing. Oh my God, we got such.
That's right. That was what Bethany and I talked about. I had a one-on-one with Bethany. Yes, community policing, showing how to interact and interact with your local police officers. And all of this is necessary for the community. I promise you that God didn't allow you to have the experience that you had, that taught you the lesson that you learned. Many of us who have learned it under really, really aggressive and rough conditions, meaning that you got some pain through that lesson, to just let it lay dormant. His word says that your gifts will make room for you and place you before great men. His word says that you would leave a legacy unto your children's children. It is about you taking what he has given you and using it for the benefit, not just for yourself, but for your fellow man, and doing it in such a way that you are compensated for it.
Absolutely, man. Now, how can we take advantage of this $47 discount that you're giving with the bonus class? How can we take advantage of that? Maybe some people saying right now they need that. How can they actually sign up?
Awesome. Well, I sent you the link, but it's my.epublishu.com.
Oh, let me go get
intro to cash.
Let me go get that.
Intro to cash.
Let me go get that link. Let me go.
My.epublishu. That's E, the letter E, the word publish, the word YOU.com/intro, the number 2 cash.
I'm looking for it. Oh, okay, I got you. Bye. Okay, got
All
you.
right, Nicole, financial counseling and home ownership counseling and credit counseling. People need that.
All right, so I just placed that link down here, guys, for you. It's going to pop up in just a second. All right, there we go. that one. Go ahead and click on that. Everybody click on that right now. All right, so you know exactly where to go. Start that thing, favorite that thing, sign up for that thing. $47 for this thing for, and giving you the additional bonus. Now, what's the other thing? Because I seen this. And matter of fact, how many guys like saying you need that? You're going to take advantage of that. You signing up for that right now. You getting what you need, right? So you can move forward to get to where you want to go. Right? You can see the heart of the person that's speaking to you, right? You can see the desire that she has to help, not just you, help the whole community to level up, to get to where you need to go so you can make a bigger impact in your community, in your local area, and also around the globe. Not only that, again, we got some things coming down the pipe we're going to be able to be a part of to be able to take your thing from local to global, right? So it's a whole bunch that's stirring up in the pot today, right? We want to make sure that you are able to take advantage of it. Now, you also had something else. I keep talking about this publishing program because I just know you're a publisher. What's going on?
So the publishing program really is that. It's for people who have been dying to write a book, but the publishing costs are just out of their reach. It is for people that know that they have more than one book to write. And if they were to pay $3,000-$4,000 per book, that they wouldn't be making their money back. It is for people that are also trying to build credibility. That's a secret code word that has to do with that five-step to taking your coaching business to the next level, that they need to be published. And they know that they could do it themselves if they just had the information. They know that if they just knew how to get started writing the book, that they could actually do it on their own with the right information. Or they've already written their book and they just don't know that last step. Well, this self-study program is a 5-step self-study program and take you through writing the book, through designing the cover, through editing the book, through formatting it, and then also to publishing it, which is valued at in the self-study program, which I actually gave out on last year to your audience, and have 5 authors that have successfully published their books through that program. It was valued at $1,500, and we are giving it away for only, are you ready?
No, I'm not ready because you're gonna piss me off again. I'm
gonna piss you off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss you off. All right. I'm telling you, I want people to be wealthy. It is about that. I want people to be published so that they can be established and taken seriously. I want people to be able to move their businesses to the next level. That's why I do what I do. And it's valued at $1,500. It's probably worth $5,000, but I'm only giving it away for $500. You mad?
When I get quiet, I get mad. You know, when I get quiet.
There's a bonus to that one too.
The bonus. Okay, bonus. What's the bonus?
So the bonus is how to make more money with your book. It teaches you how to build a coaching and speaking business around your book.
This is important. Hold on. This is important because I don't know if I'm not. There's some people that have written a book, but they don't understand they're actually supposed to. That as you're author, you're a speaker. You're a speaker, you're author. They go hand in hand.
That's right.
So I wanted to attest to that because I've written a book. And I was getting away from the premise of my book. And once I got back to the premise of my book, man, the things started taking off. I was being called to speak on the things that was in my book, present my book.
That's
so
right.
I present my book, they buy my book, then they call me to present my book. It go hand.
Come on, it goes all together.
I present my book, they buy my book. They buy my book, they call me to present my book. They go hand in hand.
And not only that, they call you to then speak. This year, I actually in the month of August and in the month of September, I made over $5,000 with my book, and separately, just book related. And I only sold 5 copies of my book, but I made over $5,000.
And then also, I just happen to know this. You also have this, you know, the Toastmasters thing that's going on in your local area as well. And I talked to you about this. I'm not sure how if that's going to be able to be implemented. But
we are trying to implement it. Yes, to make that global also.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
Yes, we are trying to implement it. We've got to get some approvals for that. Because we don't own the Toastmasters model. We are presidents of Toastmasters Club, and we follow their rules and guidelines for our speakers and provide them with the coaching necessary to be able to be competent communicators and to share their books effectively. That program has worked very well within our coaching program. We've actually put it into our coaching program. Why reinvent the wheel, right? It already works. The system already works. And now with your direction, you definitely gave us a nugget with that. So we're talking with the organization to find out if they have any constraints that would keep us from doing that. If they did, then we'll just have to modify it a little bit. We'll still do it.
Absolutely. So they're able to get the publishing program. Can run through that to run that with us, run that to us again, and then also let us know how we can take advantage of it.
Okay, so it's the 5-step self-study program and teach you how to write, how to edit, how to format, how to create the cover, and how to publish your own book. And that is valued over $1,500. It's a self-study program. And then the special bonus is the make more money with your book and build a coaching and speaking business around your book. And that is valued at $197. Some people need that have already created a book. If you do, then reach out to me. I will work with you to get that by itself if you already have a book, but we are giving it away as a free bonus with the self-study publishing program. And both of those together are only $500.
I really have to talk on this for a second because I don't really think that sometimes we miss the point, right? You wrote the book, but you ain't selling the book. That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Okay. You finished it. I don't know if you wrote it just to say, oh, I finished it, I completed it, and nobody ever read it, nobody got it. Like you wrote the book, you got to learn how to sell your book, and then you got to learn how to get your book to sell you, right? As the writer, as the author. That's what we're saying here. I know is that we use a whole bunch of different terminology, but at the end of the day, you write the book, learn how to sell the book. Okay.
And learn how to use the book.
Yeah.
Learn how to use the book, because the book, sometimes we're not selling the book. In some cases, like I said, September and October, we didn't sell the book. We gave the book away and they gave us $5,000 for it. Now, I don't know if y'all mind if somebody take your book for free and give you $5,000. I didn't mind, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. The book is the new business card, people.
That's right.
You can take. I'm telling you, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know when I wrote my book. I didn't know how far my book would go. It goes to places I ain't never been before. I ain't never thought about going before.
That's right.
And I got people calling me trying to get me to Ethiopia, trying to get me to Dubai. I didn't think about this when I wrote the book, but man, my book is across the globe, and some people are taking interest. Okay?
As a matter of fact, my author that I just worked with, Sabrina Sturgis Huff, she just completed From Mama's House to College. She wrote that book. It was released Thanksgiving, but her copies haven't come back yet. And the people at her job brought her book in to sign it because they ordered it off of Amazon Prime, because the book was about getting your kids into college, and they were doing searches looking for ways to get their kids into college. They didn't even know it was her. So it took them all the way around, right around the globe and back, to bring somebody that was right there that they saw as a peer, as a coworker, and elevated her. Immediate elevation, immediate success, immediate credibility, because wow, we bought your book. What? We bought your book? They're looking at her totally different.
And you also, what's the other book? I still ain't got to. The Entrepreneur's Guide. I got that thing over here. I'm okay. Oh, man, well, let me get this thing real quick.
That's right. That was another one of my authors.
Man, yeah. That right there. How to 100 places to get over $100,000 to fund your business. How many of you guys got that book? Yeah. She was the help to get this thing out.
Yeah.
Professional.
I published that book. And that author has also created a tremendous platform and a tremendous reach. And that particular book, not only is it awesome because I had a hand in it, but it's useful. Myself and several of my other entrepreneurs actually found money in that book that they actually got. Not fake money, not thinking about money, but actual money.
Man, oh man. So you got the cash system, you got an offer there. You have the publishing program. You got the author there. How can they take advantage of that? Just go to my ePublish at the /publish what we got on the screen.
That's exactly how they get that, and they need to go quickly. That $500 offer is going to expire. It is going to go up. So we want to get that. That is a limited time offer, because that information is very, very valuable. There are people that I have helped. As a matter of fact, the book that you have in your hand was done in 30 days. Now, is that a bootleg book?
No, this is the truth.
Yeah, that book was completed in 30 days, completed and delivered in 30 days. And that was with nothing written. So you holding yourself back if you keep procrastinating. I'm saying, if you want the 2018 that you call yourself having these vision parties about and call yourself writing these goal sheets for, then you need to do something, take action. You can't just keep talking about it. You got to be about it.
It's not what you know, people. It's what you do with what you know.
That's right.
You also have a book package here, a children's book holiday package. Last thing we'll talk about tonight before we wrap this up.
Absolutely. So this is because it is Christmas time, and because I want our parents to really be educating their children through books. And so this holiday package is actually the 3 children's books that I have. Praise God, Myra's on, the coach's coach. Actually, Myra, I am the coach's coach. Myra is one of my clients, and this is Myra's book. I'm not selling it, but you could get it if you and I can give Evan a link to that, but Myra just popped on your show, so I wanted to show it. And that's Myra's book right there, The Prince Who Made Me Queen. It's the first in a series of educational books based and set in Harare, Zimbabwe, to teach children about financial principles. And it's a beautiful book. But my holiday package is The Tiniest Acorn, which was the first children's book that I wrote and illustrated. It includes stories about helping your children to understand that overlooked is not always what it seems like. That sometimes life is preparing you for something better, and you have to sit and grow. And then the second book that I wrote, the second children's book that I wrote and illustrated, is Raised by Chickens. it is the story of an eagle, a baby eagle that fell from the sky and was raised by chickens. And the chickens had convinced that eagle that it was also a chicken. And chickens don't fly, and chickens scratch for food and all of those things. And she had to realize that she ain't no daggone chicken. She's a freaking eagle, and she need to fly. So that's what that children's book is about. And it'll be an exciting one to share with your children. And this is a book that I published. Why Rhinos Make Great Salespeople. It's by my husband, featuring Mr. Randall the Rhino, to teach your children principles and metaphors about success using the rhinoceros. And all three of those books individually would be $20 each. This 3-package set is $45, and I throw in the bonus of Discovering Your Why, which is a grown-up book for mom, about how I actually found my purpose and how I found my way. Bethany, which one you got it? Bethany says she wrote her book. That's right, Myra. Tell it. Myra's on the screen testifying.
So I really want to step in real quick, man, to let you guys, again, to make sure that we understand how important literacy is, right?
Yes.
They say if you put it in the book, you know, if somebody won't find it, but we're not going. That's not what we're going to teach our next generation. That's not what we're going to teach them. We're not going to teach them to just watch TV all day. We're going to teach them this power of reading, how reading can reshape their mind and give them things to think about, things to do, right? If you put it in the book, we going to find it. And we got some wonderful books available now for your children to level up in their literacy, but then also to inspire you, the mom, because we have a woman here who went through a journey and she discovered her why. And we believe that you're reading that book is going to give you inspiration for you to find your why. Man, you get all 4 for $45, right? Yeah. You can take all 4 for $45, and we want to make sure that you know how to do that as well. So we do have a link for you to do that as well. Now, how many guys are going to get the book tonight? How many guys are going to get the books tonight? That's what I want to know. How many guys are going to take advantage of the cash system, the $47 offer there that's going to get you a bonus? How many guys are going to take care of the publishing program that's going to help you to get that book out and help you to learn how to sell it? How many guys are going to get the books? Great holiday gifts, right? Instead, we talked about getting the literacy, getting the classes. Listen, I want you to understand something. The book that you don't read, it won't help. I'm serious. The book that you don't read, the book that your child don't read, it doesn't help. I don't know. For some reason, we think it's going to be able to help, but the book that you don't read or you don't allow your children to read, it won't help.
That's right. Bethany has all 4 of my books, and I'm thankful for that. Thank you, Bethany. I appreciate you.
And so you get all 4 for $45. You get the publishing program. You get that one available. We left that link for you as well. Make sure I can click on that link somewhere down here in the comments, right? Get that link. You can take care of that publishing program. Make sure you can get your book out. You can understand how to sell your. Listen, I just want to tell you, okay? When I wrote that book back right behind me, the Black Billionaires Club. When I sold almost 400 copies before
I'm coming back. Hold on. Go ahead.
When I sold almost 400 copies before we even published the book, right? How did I do that? Right? I had a system. Right? And we want to make sure that you put something together to help you to be successful. Now I'm looking for this link, by the way. Oh, there we go. He published you. That's for the program. And then we had a cash system to make sure that you can take advantage of the cash system. Right? And that's going to be here. Okay. So we got all 3 links in the comments. Find the one that works for you and get the program that's going to help you to get to where you want to go. Okay.
That's right.
Brought a lot of value tonight. Right. A lot of value tonight. Take advantage of. You got experts, professionals, people that have done it. Right. Just don't be the person that's trying to do it by yourself. You keep on, falling on your knees when you can get behind someone that's already fallen. It can help you walk the whole way along. Get you a coach. Get you a mentor. Get somebody, because there's safety in wise counsel. There's safety in wise counsel. Now, Miss Lisa Santiago McNeil, the empowerment woman herself. Of course, today is Black Woman Wednesday. We got an opportunity to uplift and to inspire the Black woman that's coming behind you, the teenager, the one that may have lost their way, and they are listening to you right now. And you've been on a journey. You've discovered your why. You putting that into action, and you're making sure that you're making the biggest difference that you can, but not going broke by doing it.
Right.
What do you have to share with the Black women today?
Continue to understand that your life's journey has been designed to create you and not to break you. Every time you find yourself in a situation that you feel is pressing you down to the place where you think that you are about to break, release yourself to it and understand that you're breaking through it and you're not being broken by it.
I need some more. That was it. I'm taking notes. Breaking through it and then not being broken by it. In other words, you're a strong woman. I want to let you guys know tonight, black women that are out there, right? You're strong, you're phenomenal, you're needed. We absolutely do love you. I know. We get on your nerves sometimes as black boys. You get on your nerves, but we love you. We need you. We appreciate you. Want to make sure that you go out there and you do all the things that God has called you to do. That you just be phenomenal. That you just be great. That you exemplify greatness and honor and grace and classes and everywhere you go. And not only that, we want to make sure that you take that essence of greatness and power and you pass that thing down as well. I'm saying today, I know we need more big mamas in our community. And I want you to be the big mama for our community, right? Make sure that we giving the equity, we're passing that down. We're passing down the wisdom. We're passing down the love. We're not passing down the hate.
That's right.
Black woman, you are phenomenal. We absolutely need you in our community. And we thank you for who you are, for what you've been through, but more so who you are becoming. And I want to leave this with you tonight. I say this all the time. In order for you and I to have the things of our dreams, we must become the people of our dreams. You got to become who you know you should become in order for you to attract what you know you want to have. In order for you and I to have the things of our dreams, we must become the person of our dreams. Stop dreaming about the things and start dreaming about who you must become.
That's right.
Well, it's Black Woman Wednesday here with Lisa Santiago McNeil. I'd like for you to take some time right now in the comments below and thank her for being here today. I'd like for you also to share the value that she imparted into your life. You got a nice system that you can begin to implement into your life, into your business. And you begin to go from C being, what's that word? That's the letter I'm looking for. The C stand for, I can't even, the C stand for something. Complimentary, right? To autopilot, to self-study, right? To high end. Thank you so much. What do you got for us, Lisa? Where can we find you? Anywhere we need to follow you? Empowerment Duo, the Empowerment Station?
Absolutely. Come to the Empowerment Duo page, like me there, like my fan page, Lisa Santiago. Reach out to me, Lisa Santiago McNeil. I'm happy to talk to you for up to 15 minutes. No, I'm just and then we can decide if you want to take it from there. Remember that you are blessed by the blessor to be a blessing.
Blessed to be a blessing, man. Well, thank you so much again for being here. Thank you all for showing up, showing your support. Thank you for liking, for sharing. Thank you for putting in the comments what you do so we can follow with you if we need some of your services, some of your product. That 17-year-old, we got to get her on the show.
Absolutely.
Don't think that I forgot. I can't wait to talk to the 17-year-old and pump her up and send her to the moon and back. Oh, you know do that, man. So again, thank you so much for being here, man. I always say this, that price is what you pay, value is what you get. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. And tonight, you had an opportunity to spend some time with us, right? That's the price, the cost, the time that you spent. You could have been anywhere tonight. You could have watched anything tonight, but you decided to be here with us. We don't take that for granted. And our goal is to make sure that we've given you over and above the value we imparted into your life, that you're not the same person that started this show. You're walking away different, empowered, and a brand new ideas, ready to go take over the world. Hey, guys, I want you guys to remember this, man, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build Black wealth together. We all we got, people, but guess what? That's enough. Hey, man, I look forward, and I hope that I'll be able to speak to you very shortly. But here on this Thursday night, I think it's Wednesday night, Wisdom Wednesday, Black Woman Wednesday, by the way. You guys have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you soon. DJ, hit the music.
We thank you for tuning in to the Black Business Home Shopping Network, where we make it easy to practice group economics. Yeah, supporting Black businesses all across the world, where you can shop from your couch Till next time, let's build.